And welcome back to the Pirates franchise. We are about to begin the NLCS versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. But looking forward to it. We had a hell of an episode last stream. A lot of ups, lots of downs. I am starting us on this screen so we can kind of go through some team history real quick before we begin the NLCS here. As you can see, this is the first season of making the playoffs, finishing above 500 overall. So we are just trying to scratch and claw, stay here, be relevant, and use this momentum to have a great season next year and years to come. So, going in here, we have a recap from last episode. Kyle Wright versus Nate Pearson. 2-1 game to close it out, but before that, a game in which I simulated, jumped in late, and we blew it late. Camilo Doval gave up a run in the ninth inning to blow the lead and give them and tie the game up. Went into extras. We weren't able to hold on to the lead. Philadelphia won 8-7 to force a game 5, in which was the bulk of last stream, last episode. It was a hell of a game. Lots of ups, lots of downs. We had O'Neal Cruz get injured. We had some defensive highlights by Nick Gonzalez. It was a hell of a game. And I'm glad we can say we're victorious and we are moving on. But with that O'Neal Cruz injury, that forces up a roster spot in which we brought up Lover Peguero, who has always never been able to crack the lineup or to really get time. Every season he comes up, gets one game, 3 at bats. That's all he really gets. So we'll see how he is able to contribute here in the playoffs. We see he's much better against lefties, but can still hit righties a little bit. Plays good defense, not great speed, but he'll play serviceable shortstop. And between him, Tamar Johnson, and Nick Gonzalez, we have a few shortstops, and I'm looking forward to what we have in store. Regardless if we win this series or not, I like what we have in store for ourselves moving forward. We have a big off season as well. No matter the looks of it, whether it's keeping Jack Sawinski as we want to bring up Ozzie Fernandez. I really like Ozzie. I want him to be our leadoff hitter, and I think our other two center field and right field spots are locked up with Robert Drew and Victor Scott. I like Victor Scott. I like having a very defensive outfielder in the middle, especially with his speed, reaction, fielding, all very high. And he puts the ball in play enough, gets on base enough, as you see, steals bases as well. So it's nice to see that we are have something going. But now, time to jump in. Oh, do need to fix the lineups now that O'Neal Cruz is out. We have to decide whether we want. Let's see. We'll probably put Nick Gonzalez at shortstop. We will bring Curtis Mead in because he's batting much better. And we will also move Jack Sawinski up in the lineup. So we will do that for all of the lineups. And it's unfortunate that it happens, but it is what it is. And yeah, you make a good point here with the stream, the chat. Here we have the playoff tree. Let's go through it real quick. We faced the Arizona Diamondbacks in the wild card series. We won that 2-0. I unfortunately did not get to capture that stream VOD to put it back on the channel. And then we see above that Chicago beat Atlanta. Chicago grabbing that second wild card. And in the AL, the Yankees unfortunately get knocked out by the Twins. We have somebody chatting that the Yankees ain't losing to the Twins. I'm gonna agree with that. But it's very disappointing. I would love to have faced the Yankees eventually. And now, below that, we have Tampa Bay against the Angels. Angels with Mike Trout get to the playoffs, but unfortunately lose. And now Tampa Bay sweeps Texas. That's crazy. And Minnesota 3-1s Cleveland. I'd say the dominant teams are out with us in the NL. I'm shocked the Dodgers swept Atlanta, especially with who Atlanta has acquired, has kept, and now we face a formidable Dodgers opponent in Shohei Ohtani. Doesn't have great postseason pitching stats right now, but he's going against our guy, Paul Skenes. 99-63 was their record. They're one of the best teams in the league, if not the best. A 2.67 ERA in the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to jumping in here. I might want to wear some throwback jerseys this game, just to switch it up a bit. So going to Dodger Stadium. This is gonna be a great matchup. With O'Neal Cruz getting injured, now there's a big switch up in the lineup. But now we have Nick Gonzalez, now playing everyday shortstop for now. Actually, I'm gonna put Peguero out there. He has higher hitting stats against righties, 65-55, and big time players make big time plays. And let's see if he is able to stick around and do this. Stick around and be worth it. Of course, we have Benito, Kyle Manzardo, and the top four always there. And here we go. Against Shohei Ohtani, batting fourth. We have Alec Thomas, Gavin Lux, Geraldo Perdomo. He has been hitting for average in this entire simulation. 330 plus every single season over the last 3 years. So this is going to be a great matchup between two great teams. But it's great to be here. It's great to get to this opportunity. I definitely have to get ready to screenshot for the thumbnail coming up. I will say that. So this is gonna be gonna let all of this play.
Dodger Stadium, Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Perfect. This is exactly what I need.
Along with Chris Singleton, I'm
Bang, got the thumbnail. Into the game we go. Here we go. Tamar Johnson will start the game against Shohei Ohtani. I don't know our manager's name. That would be something to know as we go through this. There we see Mookie Betts going with his boys. Where's us? Show us. We're the dogs. I want to see our boys going crazy. There's our certified ace. And there is one of the greatest players ever to touch a baseball. As we try to touch him up in his first playoff start with the Dodgers, he got 5 innings, 7.2 ERA, 5 hits, a 1.4 whip, 5. So he got hit around. He's hittable. So let's see if we can put something together here. Top of the first inning, first pitch. And we knock it into the gap, and it is down for a base hit on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Tamar Johnson stays aggressive. Love to see that. He has been our leadoff hitter all year, but I am looking to move him down. He fits more as a number 2 with his pop, a little bit slower as well. And Robert Drew can move down in the lineup as he takes one down the middle from Shohei for a strike. I am still trying to figure out how to make a stream overlay so I can have the chat pop up for everybody to see. We'll see about that as Shohei throws it inside. Slider, ball 1. So we got a 1-1 count here in the top of the first. And now Shohei pitch in. Low slider taken 2-1. Let's see if he attacks here. And he does. Puts it in the zone. But Mookie's able to track that down. And we have one out in the top of the first. And here's our lineup so far this postseason. Nobody's hitting above 300. So we will see how we go. If we can get base runners going continuously against Shohei. As Kyle Manzardo steps in with one out. I like that ump on my side today.
Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised Rookie of the Year in 18
1-0 count here in the top of the first. As Kyle Manzardo swings right through a splitter for a strike. A 1-1 game. Kyle Manzardo, one of our best overall hitters this season and through the franchise, puts one into left field. Caught. And there's 2 outs. Shohei is hard to hit. Besides fastballs, it's a lot of movement. And now we got our boy. Our cornerstone, as I like to refer to him as. Until I get a better nickname. And he hits the outside corner for a ball. Shohei came over to the Dodgers in free agency in after the 2023 season, and he's been dominating there ever since as we ground it to short. Easy play into the bottom of the first we go. 1 hit, 1 left, 0-0. Here we go.
Back here at Dodger Stadium.
As Paul Skenes takes the rubber and looks to continue his dominating postseason performance so far. At .65 whip is something we love to see, but that was with some settings that I had before until I changed to legend difficulty and also took off pulse. So it's now a lot more on the player's overall attributes to throw strikes and hit their spots instead of myself doing the timing. For hitting, I think I'll still leave it on zone because I like having a lot of control, and you know, sometimes I suck, so it's nice to see some laughs at that sometimes. So, the first out rolled on over to Kyle Manzardo, and now Gavin Lux in and takes it outside for a ball. Gavin Lux consistent contact bat, good speed, steals bases. Just part of one of those Dodgers that just come through the system. I feel like the Mets need to hire some of these Dodgers player development guys, Braves player development guys, and just, you know, gain some insight. They've been doing it for so long as Lux slaps it to left field and Swinsky moves on over and makes the play. But seriously, like, I feel like teams don't go out and hire players from the best organization player development wise. Like, there are always teams that have just had people come up, cycle through. There was a chart that came out on Twitter a month or two ago, just about the percentage of first-round draft picks that have made it up to teams. Might just be draft picks overall, and the Mets were at the bottom of that. And that just, as a huge Mets fan, as Perdomo aligns one to Termar Johnson, who makes the play. And as a Mets fan, you just can't seem to think how we have all of this resources and we're just not able to develop talent at the highest level or even at a middle level. So it's disappointing, and sometimes you, like, as a baseball fan, you watch other teams do it continuously and just question. You know, like the Pirates haven't developed talent. Besides Brian Reynolds recently, who have they really had through their system? I know David Bednar is a good closer, but did he really start with them and go through their system? I don't think so. So it's player development is so tough as well, because especially in MLB, people can hit 350 at AA, but then hit 300 in AAA, and then get to the MLB and hit 150. So it's interesting. As I get under a Jack Shohei cutter, and Jack Swinski is out to the center field. But yeah, the Yankees as well. I don't think we're too high on that list. So it leaves to question what a lot of the richer teams, besides the Dodgers and the Braves, are doing with their player development money. And you see clips that are coming out of that the Yankees aren't teaching people baseball. They're just teaching people like it's a showcase. A former Yankees prospect guy in the organization said that about last week, 2 weeks ago. Whether it's just for clicks or not, it just doesn't really make sense. As Curtis Mead grounds to third base, and now Peguero gets his first postseason at bat and his fourth MLB bat of the season. And this will bring him to double-digit MLB bats for his career, as we just get under one. And that's to right field. 2 outs, 3 outs. Shohei's good. Shohei has a lot of movement. So we go into the bottom of the second. Shohei batting .091. Wow. That is not something you expect. I need to show you his regular season. Because he was amazing. Overall, just look at his stats. Since he joined the Dodgers, he has just taken it to another step. I know he basically had the same 2023 and 2024, but then you got 55. Yeah, like 55 home runs here, 159 RBIs. These seasons are insanity. And then this season, he's batting 51 home runs, 138 RBIs. So Shohei is coming off of some insane regular seasons, as well as great pitching. Not besides one Super Cy Young year, he's been a good, maybe great pitcher, not super dominant. Back in we go, as we have the Paul Skenes Shohei Ohtani at bat. 0-1 here, he fouls it off to make it 0-2. So and as the chat says, 350 home runs, and he's only played about 8 years. And that pitch was to the moon. I do not know how that happened. So Shohei is putting up some ridiculous numbers. But he's also regressing as he watches that one right by him. And now there is 1 out in the bottom of the second inning for Mookie Betts. This lineup doesn't get easier as we go through it, I swear. as he takes a 100-mile-an-hour pitch right down the middle, only batting 182 on the year. He's somebody who's had very good years as well during this.
Just a really nice slider down and in there.
He's had almost an MVP. He's had worthy seasons as Paul Skenes throws one in the dirt on a 1-2 count. And now we will attack with the splitter and see if we can get a chase. Oh my goodness. But I appreciate all the interaction. And as Looky pops it up to Machado, and that is 2 outs. But I'm looking forward to getting into next season, playing a whole bunch of different teams and really getting those videos pumped out on stream. So those are very exciting, and it'll be nice to go through the league a little bit more, especially it being 2028 when we will be starting next season. There's lots of changes to the league, people coming up through the ranks. There is, as Paul Skenes gets another K, beautiful, but there is a number 1 overall pick from this year coming in at an 81 overall for, I believe, the Diamondbacks. So he's gonna be impactful right off the rip. He might be generational for that team. So I'm excited to see how maybe some turnarounds happen from some down years. So there's a lot to like as we go into next season, no matter the outcome from this season, especially. As Victor Scott flails at a slider. But they are saying there's a possible rain delay. That wouldn't be great for Paul Skenes. The starters lose a lot of stamina and are really only able to go 1 more inning when rain delays happen. But I also want to get Paul Skenes in at bat. As Victor Scott swings over it. But Paul Skenes has 60 power against both sides. So he was a two-way at Air Force, hit 16 home runs as a sophomore. So I just want to, get a swing or two with him potentially. Maybe just put one in the gap. But Henry Davis now in against Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park.
Right, but Henry Davis steps in 1-0 count, 211 average during the playoffs so far, and takes another one inside for a ball.
That's just unreal.
And here to 2-0, and I swing right through it. That PCI is not pretty, but you can only do so much. And here he comes with the 2-1 pitch. And I line it right to first base. 2 outs.
Sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman.
And right now the hitting difficulty is on Hall of Fame. Pitching difficulty is on Legend. So if we feel like making contact or putting the ball in play is too easy, I don't strike out enough, we can move that up to Legend as well, because it is directional. It is a lot on me, and sometimes I bot out, as some people would say. As Tamar Johnson grounds it to second base to end the third, to go to the bottom of the third, sorry. And see, we have about 50 minutes left until I'm able to get episode 3 pumped out as well, the final ending of the NLCS. What a series with an amazing but heartbreaking ending. As you see, we do end up here. So how heartbreaking could it be? Yeah, go back, watch, and you'll get to experience some pain like I did. So, and you'll understand. But Paul Skenes attacking Andy Pages, now a top 50 for the Dodgers currently. Looked at with a lot of raw power. And so he's currently in AAA now, possibly with potential to get moved in the offseason for any big moves they go for. But he definitely could be one of their everyday players in the future, depending on where they go. But Paul Skenes with a terrible splitter in the dirt, and now a 3-2 count to start the inning, and he attacks him right on and puts it up to Victor Scott, who makes the play. And now 1 out as Rhys Hoskins gets to the plate, hitting only 100 so far, as Skenes pulls one to the left for a ball. 1-0 count to Hoskins, who left the Phillies at one point to join the Dodgers, feeling like he had a better ring opportunity most likely. But Freddie Freeman isn't here, at least in the lineup today. So he might, I just gotta see. Where is he? I don't know. Freddie's here, so we'll check the injury list when after the game, potentially for Freddie Freeman, because that's a huge blow. That definitely keeps an engine here running. As Paul Skenes strikes out Rhys Hoskins, 2 away, bottom of the third, as Diego Cartaya steps to the plate. One of the Dodgers' high prospects as well. He has very high potential. Will Smith probably went on to greener pastures, maybe retiring. Who knows? But speaking of catchers, Ethan Salas, the 17-year-old for the Padres, just got called up to Double-A. That's ridiculous. He had been playing high Single-A and hitting about 294 there, and now he's officially going to Double-A at 17 years old. So props him. Screw the Padres, but Cartaya hits one to right field, and that gets by Robert Drew. That's gonna be an easy triple. And that is gonna be a triple. It's very disappointing, as Robert Drew just couldn't get there to make the play. Luckily, he wasn't that fast. He only got a triple. And now Paul Skenes still has a chance to get out of this unscathed. Well, that's my Gold Glover. That's my Gold Glover in right field. How can he make the play? Because none of his fielding attributes are over 70. That's why. As Alec Thomas watches 2 fastballs go right there for strikes. And there he goes, watching a third. We will take it, and that will end the third. Paul Skenes getting hyped up. We love that. And we will grab a picture of Paul as well for a thumbnail. And now Robert Drew steps in to the plate, hitless against Shohei so far, as he gets slightly under it to right field. It goes 1 out. Damn, Mookie's balding. Poor guy. Kyle Manzardo steps in. 0 for 1 on the day. And takes it as the slider comes back in for a strike. Shohei is tough. The Dodgers are a tough team. We have our hands full in this series, as I just get fooled on that slider. Shohei's only at 32 pitches as well. Maybe I need to work some counts a little bit more. It's better. 32, not even through 4. He could go forever. But let's see. Takes another one low. Ball 2. Kyle Manzardo has been our best consistent hitter. Batted 290 or so this season. Has had a career high in home runs with 25. We had nobody hit more than 25 this year, but a lot of people between 15 and 25. As Kyle Manzardo swings through the curve for Shohei's second K of the night. Damn. Shohei's got a lot of pitches in his arsenal. But now De Los Santos hits against Shohei here. And he drives one out to left field. And caught, and we just missed hitting one. Lux, Perdomo, and Ohtani to hit in the bottom of the 4th. Here we go, starting with Gavin Lux. And he takes outside for a ball. Now a slider, see if we could backdoor. That came back inside, that will work. And 1-1 count to Gavin Lux, who takes an inside corner strike. We will take that every day. And now we got a 1-2 count, going the 2-seam, and got him on the inside corner. Paul Skenes showing every part of why he's an ace. A 1-1. As Perdomo steps in, lined out last time, and swings through it. Last game, hit 2 home runs, Perdomo did. Gotta watch out for that sneaky power. 0-2 count as we attack with the slider. And almost hits him. Not our goal. Not a great 0-2 walk that would have been. As the 2-seam misses a little bit. But 1-2 count, Perdomo, 96 contact against righties. He's always going to put the ball in play. Skenes loses that one. Wow. But we are off and racing as we go with another slider. Better location. Not the greatest result, as we cannot seem to put away Perdomo as he nails one. And that'll be a double. That'll be a double. With heart of the order coming up, Shohei Mookie Betts. And that's what happens during an 8-pitch at bat. And now, that'll be a run as the Dodgers lead 1-0 on a Shohei Ohtani single up the middle. O'Neal Cruz is getting to that ball. Lover Peguero is not. Mookie Betts up with the man on. Shohei takes off. Hit and run opportunity does not work. As Drew makes the catch and throws it on in. Shohei is so dangerous. Shohei can run, Shohei can hit. If he steals a base here, I'm gonna cry. As we almost hit Michael Busch. Finally having a good season up in the major league level after floating in between levels. And 1-1 slider outside of the zone. Our pitcher and our manager have the same mustache, and Shohei takes a step, does not steal. Might send a pickoff move his way soon. Does not. Oh, he's going. And we throw. And Shohei is nailed. But not before they pick up a run on 2 hits. 1 runner left on of Shohei. Now, 1-0 here. Top 5. Jack Swinsky leads us off. And he swings over the splitter. Disgusting pitch. Oh, please. We'll take it. A 1-1 count here as Swinsky tries to get something going. And he will take that. And Swinsky, who has decent speed, not good ceiling though, so it's very hard to get him going. So we hope to stay out of a potential double play. Curtis Mead. And speaking of double play, there one is. Absolutely dreadful. You hate to see that. And now Lover Piguero steps in. And he takes one low for a ball. And now Piguero tries to get his first postseason hit against one of the best pitchers of our generation. And swings through that one on the nice slider. And takes it and checks the swing and holds it. Thank you, Blue. I agree with you. Now the pitch. Takes it again. Everything has movement. Nothing is straight out of Shohei Ohtani. Pause. But here is the 3-1 pitch. And he brings that slider back in for strike 2. A 3-2 count now. 2 outs. And a beautiful high cutter that would nick the zone. Too bad I'm bad. Couldn't get my PCI there. Shohei has 1 hit me through 5. Paul Skenes. He comes out for the 5th. I'm gonna hopefully be able to capitalize on Skenes' stamina. Be able to get into the 7th plus with him as he kind of hangs a slider right there. But 1-1 count here as Michael Bush laces it to Tamar Johnson. 1 out in the 5th. But I really like these uniforms. I think they're really nice little throwbacks. Especially on the road. I feel like they fit very well. Stick out a little bit. So we might be doing this a little bit more. And to touch on next season as well, I'm looking forward to doing player lock games, player lock minor league games. It shows the progression of people that we've drafted through this. And, we've missed out on a lot of the backstory. I understand that. But I didn't really want to start a whole new series when I was already so invested into this one. As Rhys Hoskins puts it into center field, Victor Scott moves on over and makes the play. At first, I need people to watch as well to build something up. So, we'll grind this, put this out there until maybe something gets picked up. And then maybe we'll start another series or something like that. I'm always looking for new things, but this, especially with the players that we have, is something I really am looking forward to playing, especially with how long it took us to be successful after 4 full seasons. As Victor Scott looks at the Shohei splitter for strike 3, I thought it was going to drop lower. That's a great pitch as Henry Davis comes up in the top of the 6th with 1 out. And fouls it off right back for strike 1. But looking forward to getting in games, playing more teams. As Henry Davis slaps one into left field for a base hit. As we get a base runner with Tamar Johnson, the top of the lineup, coming on up. Henry Davis, 63 speed, but is not really going to be going anywhere. As Shohei throws another great splitter. A 1-1 out here in the top of the 6th. As I'm behind on the fastball. What a surprise. So, Tamar Johnson is a good hitter. He puts bat on the ball most of the time. That's a good back foot slider that I was not. I was gonna bite on that. There was a lot to like.
And now it's 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
But there is a and here we go. 1-2 count. Shohei low for a ball.
Can't squeeze it, and the runner stays where he is. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
And now we are in that is 3 straight dirt balls.
Well done behind the dish.
Wow. And now the 3-2 will send him here. Oh, that is a tough call.
Big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly
That is a tough call.
I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
That's his first curveball of the day. Wow. He waited till the 6th inning to drop in a curveball.
The 0-1.
0-1 throws the exact same pitch that got called on Tamar Johnson for a strikeout. Except Tamar is 3 inches shorter. But a 1-1 count here. And under it, fouled right back. 1-2. Gonna keep Henry Davis put at first.
And the right-hander deals.
As I swing right through that 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
1 hit, 1 left. 9-1. And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Now here is Diego Cartaya.
And now
Back to work.
all Skenes against Diego Cartaya once again. Cartaya got a hit last time up. The triple down the line that Robert Drew was not able to get to. And he puts it again to right field, but Robert Drew is able to get this one. I appreciate anyone who's watching the stream. Hopefully we get maybe another person that'll work their way through, especially as we start this playoff series. No matter the result, as there's a beautiful backdoor slider. And now 0-1 to Alec Thomas, somebody who we had earlier in this series. And then we traded him away. He played about 2 full seasons. Well, he was with us for about 2 full seasons with very limited success. As we can see, batted 196 and 234. So I got rid of him. And since then, he's been batting a lot better. But that's good for him. It's nice to see him succeed, even if it's not with us. So back into the at-bat. 0-2 as we attack him with a splitter, in which he fouls off.
Game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
But in we go. 0-2. Gonna attack that back door with a slider again, and it went to the back foot then. That's still a good miss as we attack a high fastball. Let's see if he can chase it, and he puts it to Robert Drew, who comes in, makes the play, and that is 2 outs here in the second inning. But we have a lot to like, especially with Paul Skenes going into next season and the future. No matter the result of this series, I know that we'll be able to get back here multiple times and proudly raise a World Series banner for Pittsburgh. Go Pittsburgh. That's my new team while I'm rooting for this. Well, the Mets are ass. But Gavin Lux walks after Paul Skenes puts 4 fastballs outside of the zone. And Perdomo swings through a fastball. And now the splitter outside corner, swung on, fouled off. Skenes has him 0-2 with 82 pitches. I am going to... Let's see, let me look at their lineup. They have a lot of righties in. So, might as well bring up Miguel Castro next inning. Or the next base runner that gets on. We'll bring up next batter, basically. It's Miguel Castro. As Paul Skenes hits the outside corner, he fouls it off, out of reach. 1-2 count, and Perdomo strikes out swinging. The cheesy half swings, I feel like, happen all too often. Man, those people's views are getting blocked. That's crazy. Hopefully they weren't expensive tickets. But here we go back in top 7. Kyle Manzardo against Shohei. Probably Shohei's last inning of work. As they have Brewster Gratterall and Amir Garrett. A good mix. As I am behind on a fastball once again. I'm either behind or in front. It's not really a middle ground so far this game. As I swing through a high fastball again. 1-2 count here, top 7. And there is another fastball swung through. I am a bot. I should hit that 400 feet. But I'm pulling my PCI down. But here we go. 1 out. As Benito takes a ball. He's looking to keep his hot postseason, batting .355, 4 home runs, 6 RBIs, meaning a lot of his home runs have been solo shots. And the 1-0 count. 0-1, or the 1-1 is now off of that splitter. And here's Shohei now. And I did my PCI pull down on a ball that should be nuked. As we see that middle pitch. There's really nothing for me to say. As I just will. 2 outs. Jack Swinski swings through a slider for strike 1. And watches another nasty slider. Or ball. 1. And here's the 1-1. And flies it to left field. Pajes comes in, makes the catch. And to the bottom of the 7th we go. And Miguel Castro will come in to face Shohei and Mookie Betts. And Mookie, alright, and Shohei flies it to Sawinski, and that's the first out of the 7th.
Here's Mookie now.
And now Mookie against Miguel Castro, here with 1 out, bottom 7th, and that is right through where I would want my second baseman. I don't understand why we would shift on a hitter like Mookie Betts, but I guess that's what we do. Now 1 out, Mookie on first as we try to keep this a 1-run game. And now Michael Bush gets involved in the hit parade. Miguel Castro has been my best pitcher in the clutch, and there is a hard ground ball to third base. Curtis Mead to Mar Johnson, Benny to Kyle Manzardo, double play. And that is huge as we go to the top of the 8th. 1-0 Dodgers. Here is Curtis Mead to lead it off against Shohei Ohtani. Probably going to be coming out after the first batter, as Dylan Tate and Amir Garrett warm up in the bullpen now for the Dodgers.
The 1-0. Out front and foul to the left side.
And now we will warm up Trevor Stephan to come out of the bullpen next inning.
And a pitch.
And now Curtis Mead lines one to left field for a nice base hit. We love to see that, and we might bring in Nick Gonzalez to run for him as Shohei Ohtani gets taken out of the ball game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ohtani will depart.
We know Shohei never likes getting taken out of games. Got into the 8th inning before giving up another hit. Good start for Shohei as Brusdar Graterol comes in for the Dodgers. 2 games, 2 innings, no runs, 1 strikeout. And Lover Peguero starts with a man on first. They are playing the bunt.
Puts a bunt down. To second, there's one. Not in time at first.
I should have stolen to make sure, but that's very disappointing. So I should have just hit. Now Victor Scott takes the outside cutter at 96 miles an hour. And now Victor Scott lines one to first base, and that is a double play. Into the bottom of the 8th we go. That is deflating. Now Trevor Stephan comes in against Rhys Hoskins and co. this inning. And he has not thrown it where I've put it so far, and we will just go for strikes, and that is right there, but not called. But that is a strike. Interesting. 3-1 count. And that is out of the zone. So now Diego Cartaya bats with a man on first, nobody out. He's 1 for 2. As Trevor Stephan just can't throw a strike. We're gonna have a mound visit. And now we go back into it. And he just can't seem to figure it out. There's a strike, finally. And here's a 3-1. Just trying to put it somewhere.
first with no outs here.
3-2, no one out, and he battles back and gets him to swing over the splitter. Now, one out, man on first. Alec Thomas looks to do some damage as he swings back a fastball. And now the splitter comes to Alec Thomas and he pulls it foul. 1-2 count. And there's a double play ball. Tamar Johnson to Lover Peguero, and Alec Thomas beats it out with that speed.
Well, they had the chance at turning two right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league
With
level.
97 speed, it is very hard to turn to. It looks like he might be on the move, so we gotta watch out for that. As we yeet that splitter, apparently. And a 1-0. Now with 2-0 after close pitch gets called. And there is a base hit, Gavin Lux. And I think we're going to go to the bullpen here.
Geraldo Perdomo now at the plate, 1 for 3. Pirates with a new arm on the mound.
And now we're going to bring in Jose Hernandez. Not great postseason stats, but he was consistent during our regular season as he gets him to hit a hard one to short. Peguero makes the play, tosses it to Tamar Johnson, and they strand 2. And now we are into the 9th as Dylan Tate is their closer, apparently. Now we are gonna bring in Amaury Perez to bat for Henry Davis with the secondary position of catcher. I'm okay with leaving him there. And we swing right through a slider. 0-1 count here. Dylan Tate deals. And we take it inside. 1-1. 1-1 count here. And we rip it right to short. And that'll be 1 out.
So up next,
Tamar Johnson hits now with Dylan Tate getting the first out as he swings over the fastball. The circle change, I mean, for a strike. And we watch the circle change go by for a ball here.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Now we have 1-1 count. Sinker taken inside for a ball. And now Dylan Tate delivers. And Tamar fouls it back. And now we go 2-2. Dylan Tate delivers. Tamar fouls it to the left. And 2-2. Here we go again. As Tamar Johnson hits one up the middle, base hit. We don't have any speed on our bench, I would say. But Robert Drew looks to bang one as he swings through a circle change. 0 for 3 on the day. Looking to drive one. Tamar Johnson is going to stay on first, not be on the move. As Robert Drew gets under, apparently, and chops it. And the pitch, and we take it outside for a ball. A 1-2 count. Wipes off the rain. And we get into the 1-2 count. Winning, tying run on base. As we botch the check swing. And we go around. And Kyle Manzardo, our last chance to continue. And that's a strike in. He's batting .087 against righties so far this playoffs. It doesn't matter if he's able to get one now. And now Benito is set up for something great. He's set up to drive this game into extra innings potentially. And we are going to bring Nick Gonzalez in for Kyle Manzardo in the slight chance. And now Benito. And there was a hell of a pitch to hit. 97-mile-an-hour sinker though. And here's the 0-1. As he drives it out to left field. That will drop. And it will not go over the fence. And that is a 2-run double for Benito de los Santos. Nick Gonzalez, Tamar Johnson score. I thought it bounced over the fence. I had Nick stop at third. Oh my goodness, that was huge.
So they bring on the veteran, Alex Reyes.
Just trying to keep this one close
as
here,
we
and
take the lead in the late innings.
So next to the plate for
We gotta get Camilo Doval up in the bullpen. 3 saves. Hopefully he can lock this one up. As Sawinski looks to lock Brock.
And he swings and misses, and it's
As
one.
Sawinski looks to drive in De Los Santos. He's had a hot postseason so far. Alex Reyes comes in
Comes up empty.
and is throwing gas and swings right through the fastball.
Appears to be getting loose. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
2 outs, 2 strikes, 0-2 on the day. Sawinski drives it the other way for a base hit. And it gets by the left fielder. We're going to send Sawinski to third. And he does not have a... Oh my goodness, what a play by their left fielder.
Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it.
As Sawinski drives it the other way, the hop sails it past.
Everything you need to know about
Looks like Michael Bush.
Curtis Mead
And it's able to
digs in
get
now.
to the wall and give us an insurance run and possibly more. Curtis Mead with the opportunity. 74 speed on third. Wild pitch has potential to bring him in.
And there's the ball.
Just to like that. A bit farther. But Curtis Mead can drive him in as well. And he takes it outside. Fastball. 2-1 count here in the top of the 9th. A 3-run top of the 9th for us as well.
And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient.
It's all about timely hitting, and apparently that is what we are good at, especially in this 9th inning.
Right-hander kick steal.
Curtis Mead
Fouls one away. And
behind
gains
on
2.
the fastball. 3-2 count.
2 outs.
And Reyes
Good job.
throws
to
it
break that one.
inside corner. We are able to foul it off. I hate those pitches. I'm never able to drive them. I can never get my PCI there. There's
Swinging a foul ball.
a foul ball again.
Well, he's desperately looking for
8
that
pitch
swing and
at
miss.
bat
He's
coming
gotta
up.
just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create
And
just
here's
a little bit
Reyes.
of illusion at the end.
And a fly ball to right field. And Betts is able to get there. And to the 9th inning we go to close out game. Oh, we have a rain delay.
Well, the goal is to resume play within the hour, so that leaves these managers with a bit of a decision.
So it's gonna.
In the game or not, so we'll have to see on the other side, folks.
We welcome you back with good news. The tarp is off the field, and it's done raining here.
So it's not gonna let us use.
Takes the mound as the new arm after a 45-minute break, and we are ready to roll.
So we had a 45-minute rain delay. But it looks like it's not gonna let me use Camilo Doval. So in that case, Genesis Cabrera will come in and try to get the save. So Shohei Ohtani starts off the bottom of the 9th for the Dodgers. A lefty-lefty matchup to start as well. I wanted Genesis Cabrera to have 2 favorable matchups, as Shohei absolutely destroys 1 foul. 2-2 count. As we get a curve on the inside corner. What a call. He was not happy. We will take it every time, as that is a great pitch. 1 out, 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 9th, as a low 2-seam starts the count versus Mookie. And he hits the corner with that one. 1-1. And he check swings on a curve in the dirt. We have a 1-2 count. And he fouls off that one. And here we are with a curveball, and he swings right over it for a big strikeout. 2 outs, and Michael Busch is the only thing standing in the way between Game 1 victory and this game continuing. A low fastball for ball 1 after a good strike initially. And now an outside curveball, 2 balls, 1 strike. As that is pulled foul. And now a 2-2 count, and he takes the circle change on the very edge of the zone. A 3-2 count here. 2 seem to end it, and he swings right through at 99. And that is a great win for the boys. After a 45-minute rain delay, we were able to close it out. Camilo Doval was not able to get his save. But we love to see that. As Paul Skenes has a great outing. We turn a few double plays in timely fashion. And also Benito is able to drive in 2 on a clutch double. As we look forward to game 2, that will be the simulated game. We are not going to be playing in that. But, the box score real quick. Tamar Johnson 2 hits, Kyle Manzardo 1, Benito 1 with a big double. Jack drove him in, and Curtis Mead also with Henry Davis. Pitching for us, we of course had Skenes 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 7 Ks. Everybody else did well, did their thing. Milo Doval came out there for a second and then went into the dugout. But that is gonna do it for episode number 4. We are gonna get into simulating and gameplay of Game 3 in the next stream/episode. We will be back at PNC Park. It's going to be Nate Pearson versus Bobby Miller, and we will see if it is a 2-1 series or a 2-0 series or a 1-1 series by the time we get to play. But until then, adios. Have a great day. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know anything you would want to know, to let me to give me some tips. That has been episode 4 of the Pirates franchise, and I'm gonna have this up on YouTube tomorrow along with 3 other episodes. So if you want to sit down, binge watch those, leave me some feedback, please go ahead and do that. Until then, I look forward to chatting with you soon. Shout out my boys. Till then, have a great day. I'll talk to you later.